did you bring in this game?
So I thought overall I did relatively decent in this game, but I made
Mhm.
kind of a lot of mistakes. I think. I mean, we ended up winning, and
Okay.
my end score wasn't bad, but
Mhm.
it definitely could be better.
Okay.
Um, I'm relatively new. I've really only been playing League, like trying to climb for like 3, maybe 4 months now.
Okay. Mhm.
I started as like a Zoe OTP, and I got to Silver Honor, but then I kind of took a step back and picked up Ahri as like a more like well-rounded champ to climb.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
so some of that's adjusting to like I'm
Okay.
used to like an aggressive
Hmm.
Zoe type character, and now I'm
Yeah.
going to like a different one with Ahri. But
Okay.
that's it.
Yeah, we'll definitely take a look. Out of curiosity, have you watched the majority of the guide, or how has that been going?
Yeah. So
Okay.
I've watched a ton of guides from like you, Coach
Okay. Lovely.
Mysterios,
Yeah.
Shock. Um,
Beautiful.
I've watched a ton of
Okay.
stuff on YouTube from all you
Okay.
guys.
And last question, if this is a
Yeah.
valuable review, do you mind if this goes public on YouTube, or would you prefer it not going on there?
No, I don't mind. That's totally fine.
Okay, lovely. Because I think a lot of people could probably learn from a session like this. All right, great. So I think your level one has been amazing, to be honest. I love the aggressiveness. I love the fact you're playing for the wave. This is great. Go for the Q. Lovely, perfect. Okay. Drop that in your vision. Really nice fundamentals so far. Yeah, great. You've been avoiding a majority of his damage. You've been getting push. This is great. Which is really fascinating because if you're doing this well, then that's signaling to me that there's something else going wrong in your gameplay, which will be interesting to see.
Mid game.
Right. Yeah, this is amazing. Okay. So this is one thing that's really important. So I see this a lot with lower elo students. They overvalue turrets for protection, right? So what you
Okay.
got to understand high level is when you ward, right, and you lean, the whole point of leaning is to maximize the distance from their jungler if their jungler ganks from the side you don't have vision on, right? Because I want you to
Okay.
imagine two situations. One, if she ganks on vision, you would see her like early enough to go back, right?
Okay.
Now the other situation is here. She ganks from here, right? So what you got to think about is not about how do I get to my turret as fast as possible. It's how do I make sure they're not in range of me. So the common instinct would be like, okay, I need to get to my turret for safety. But in actuality, if you go this way, you're gonna get so far away from her that she will never get in range of you, right?
Okay.
So whenever you're getting ganked, I want you to double down on the actual leaning aspect, right? Which means like create as much distance as possible when avoiding a gank, rather than defaulting to your tower. Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Because I think you were in a phenomenal spot, and yeah, having to burn your flash like that is kind of sucks for you, right? Because if you get ganked
Yeah.
again and you don't flash, you're gonna not have an amazing time. Okay. Yep. Play for shove. Good Q. Good. It's really good. Keep playing for the wave here. Yep. And we'll probably reset or stay for last chapter. That's also fine. What happened here? So, okay, first question is, were you aware that your jungler was making a play? That's what I'll start with. Did you know
Yeah,
what
but
was like?
I
Okay.
yeah, but I don't think I caught it fast enough. Uh,
Mm. Okay.
and then I also get like torn sometimes, like when my jungler is making a play nearby,
Mm-hmm.
like trying to make the split decision of like, do I finish pushing my wave or do I immediately
Great question.
abandon my
Yeah.
wave and go help?
Great question. I love that. So, the way I want you to view it is I want you to draw an imaginary oval like this. Okay? Kind of
Okay.
like this. This dotted circle that I drew.
Okay.
Anywhere within this circle, maybe even a little bigger. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Like this. There we go. Much
o-
better. Anywhere
Okay.
within this range that I've that's highlighted here, you should move no matter your wave state. And the
Okay.
reason being is that these plays are so close by to mid that you can move and come back without losing any minions, right? Because you got to remember the name of the game is trying to maximize the amount of minions you get, right?
Okay.
So in this situation, because the play is so close by to mid, you're not going to lose that much. So yeah, I think in this situation, I think it's fine not to move yet. That's fine, right? That's fine. That's fine. Now here, boom, they just stepped in that circle. Go now. Start moving now.
Yep.
And compliment him now. So yeah, what I would say is like anywhere between both raptor walls, right?
Okay.
Again,
Okay.
imaginary oval. You want to just move right away.
Okay.
Now, it's not the end of the world just because Yoshiko did trade and like you're Ari who wants level 6. So like
I think I end up dying right here or get very close to dying.
okay. I think you're cooked.
So yeah. Yeah, I think I do die.
Um well, I
And
think
that
that
was
yeah, go
sorry,
ahead.
go ahead.
No, you first.
I think this was probably a result of me responding too late.
Mhm. Mhm.
Where now I'm over there solo and there's a Jinx and a Zerax
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
I just
exactly.
get caught and die.
Yeah, and the other thing I'll say is that what you want to try to identify is like, do you still have multi-threat or not? So Ari, before mid-game, is not amazing at being at plays late. Like once mid-game rolls around, she is. Early game, you're not great at being at plays already over. So what I want you to kind of think of is like, okay, I'm gonna move, but if my jungler is already like so committed that I'm not gonna be able to help him, just leave. So like here, he's already too committed now, right?
Yeah.
He has no way to escape. Just get out of there because you don't got ult, you don't have last shafter. So be there early, or don't be there for like in like the first 10 minutes of the game, right?
Yep. Because then I even use my W and get closer,
Yes, because
which
your mindset is you're trying to help your Shaco out, right?
yeah, which I could have used W to like help get away or like dodge a skill
Yeah,
shot. So I just put myself in a kind of a shit position.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Because what I'm already noticing, right? Like within the first 5 minutes watching this VOD, is that we got this beautiful kind of like, I guess, how do I call like yin and yang, right? And what I mean by that is like when I watch your gameplay already, your laning 1v1 is tremendous, right?
Hmm.
It's far above the skill level of your rank. It's far above, like within watching the first 5 minutes. But the trade-off is that you aren't quick enough at identifying when to assist your jungler or when to say no to a play, right? So leaving a play or moving early, right? This is where you're lacking already, and then this is created the situation where you
Yep.
generate a mass only one lead, but just gone, just like that, you
Yeah.
know?
And I will say that I think that same
It's probably gonna transition to
like
mid game as well.
yeah, I was gonna say it carries to the mid game
Yeah.
because sometimes I don't know when to like stop a side lane
Right.
or to keep
Right.
going, and then
Right.
I get caught or I don't
Yeah.
back fast enough for an objective. So like it's what I struggle with is knowing when to stop and like when to keep pushing.
Yeah. Makes total sense. Okay. You got your ult now. So really, what we want to see is what? What do we want to be doing with Ari once you got your level 6 breakpoint, level 7 breakpoint?
So I know well I want to be able to push my wave and then go help my jungler
Yep.
now, especially now that I've vault like that.
Yep. So one thing as well when you're playing Ari is that okay. So Ari's ult is a spell that you can use really late into a fight. Okay. So how I want you to think about Ari R is because Ari is such an R I guess base champion,
Okay.
save it until you really need it. So I want you to freeze frame the situation here, okay? Let's look at the play that you're moving to. Look at this Vi.
I to be fair, I think I greeted this because I wanted to secure the kill. I think from my own personal
Right.
gold,
Right.
which is pretty fucking greedy.
Right.
And I think that's why I ulted.
Right. Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, definitely. No, I mean, I think it's definitely important that you accelerate yourself. Just that I think there's gonna be other opportunities in the future where having your R will probably give you more value than the immediate kill anyway, right?
Yep.
Because I think this is really, really important. Because I have a bad feeling this fight might not be like we might not get much more here. That R. Maybe we get Zerath. Nah. Yeah, because like imagine you get R for the Zerath here. See, because I want you
Yep.
to imagine you didn't get that Vi kill. We got the assist, right? That's 150 gold. You're happy, and then now you
Uh
got
huh.
R for the Zerath here. And that's 300.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. I'm working on the alt usage too.
Right.
Um, and sometimes I'm trigger happy with it, or
Hmm.
sometimes I will alt in and like immediately slam charm and it misses, and so
Right.
yeah, I'm working on like some of that stuff, like mastery mechanical
Yeah.
stuff too.
100%. All right. Come back. Zero's low. So I definitely would be pressuring him when he's low like this. I would be trying to put some pressure on him. Maybe even
Okay.
potentially kill him with R. Yeah, so I would have probably looked for something here at this HP. Because
Okay.
what you gotta understand as R is that you're an assassin. So when the enemy is like under half, basically your full rotation will kill all squishy at half HP. So what I would probably do here, because he's no mana, he can't even like cast anything on you. Just R on him, charm him, QW, and let's say you miss, right? Let's say you R in, you miss. Okay,
Uh huh.
use your other two R charges out, and you've like there's no risk at his
Hmm.
mana. Okay, push the wave. Ooh, here's a play with your jungler. Okay, nice. Good, good, good. Good. Beautiful. Get malignance. What happened here?
I would think I was greeting plates, and I
Mm,
think Vi just caught me out.
yeah, so I think in
Half
this situation,
HP.
yeah, half HP, no R, right? So I think it is good, at a high level to maximize resource generation. I think it's also important to recognize like when you are vulnerable, right? Like that's your time to
Hmm.
reset, right? So I think what you need to do is like take the time after a play to assess what key threats are up to punish you. Assuming you greed for more resources,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Make sense?
Yep. Absolutely.
Okay. Okay. We look at that. Get malignance. Yeah. What I'm noticing is you're too trigger happy with your ults. So again, as R, you really don't want to be Ring like to get to a play early, right?
Okay.
Because like I cover a lot of Ari's damage is actually from her ult. So in this situation, if you want to be here at this play, I would just wait and maybe loop this way and get a deeper
Okay.
angle and then R and get more R damage off, right? Because you burned so many dashes just the gap close. So now you don't really actually have that much damage left.
Okay.
Because like you end up getting Yumi, but that's because Yumi just literally got off of him and died for free. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and like again, now you don't have this opportunity to use your R for this bot play, right? Because there's a bot dive going on, but because you don't have R, you can't really be here.
Okay. I gotta work on that.
Yeah, you're too trigger happy on the R. Just be more patient. Use it as like an execute tool, right? It's like kind of
Okay.
like an execute slash like like not mobility spell, but like kiting spell, peeling spell for yourself, or like
Uh
mid
huh.
fight. It's a spell you use, not really before the fight starts. Sometimes you could use like one charge like mid game when you're really fed to get in range, but especially early in the game, you don't want to be doing that.
Yeah.
Okay, come back. Still good. Good, good, good. Let's take a look at your mid game here. Ooh, nice. I love the confidence here. Very good. Yep, going to Lich Bane. Ooh. Okay, this is really, really important.
Okay.
So one of the key things with Ari is that you want to be there for as many skirmishes as possible, right? Because your champ is a skirmish oriented champ. Your champ is not like super insane at 5v5s. It's okay. but it's like really good at like random skirmishes that happen across the map, right? So
Okay.
the way I want you to view your TP if you're gonna use your TP is mid game. I want you to never TP to a side lane
Okay.
to farm, right? Because I want you to do the inverse, right? So walk to farm and TP to plays. Because Ahri's
Okay.
really good at mid game at cleaning up fights, right? Obviously, early game she isn't, but at mid game she's really good at cleaning up fights. So what you do is you push side, you pressure side, pressure side, pressure side, and then when a fight breaks out, you TP and you're there from a nice flank and you are in.
Okay. Got it. Yeah, I would say admittedly I do that a lot. So
Right.
TP to side lane. I mean,
Yeah. Right. Yeah, because the issue here is that now your team's gonna make a play bot and you're not gonna be there, are we? Which is gonna suck.
nope. And I ended up TPing to an empty lane, and now me and Garen are both sharing.
Yeah. So
lane
now this
next
has
to
like
Zoe.
made everything really scoffed for you, right?
Yeah.
Um. Yeah. Problem again is notice your R, right?
I
Let's look at
used
how
it to gap close
you use it
again.
at the gap close. So what I would have done is been more aggressive with my positioning, right? Instead of being so far back, I would still be a little bit closer to them, and then use your R to the sides if you get if they jump on you. That way you can still
Okay.
land your R damage, right? It's really important you maximize your R damage as RE.
Okay.
Yeah, because you only got one puddle of that. Like you only got two R's down, and one of them didn't even hit him that much of him, right? Like this
Yep.
R hit like creeps, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
think
did.
I hit a crit. Okay.
It hit two creeps. So you got like so little damage off there. Okay, I got a red spin. Okay. Hmm.
Yeah, this was like in hindsight, this was kind of a bad play
Yeah.
because I ended up using my R defensively
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Like while there's a dragon fight going on. So
Yeah.
this
Hundred
was
percent.
just really bad.
Yeah. Okay. Same thing. This guy's fucked, right? It's literally a 4v1. Seraphim's coming. Kalen's coming. Garen's already on him. No need to burn your R. I keep
Okay.
highlighting these because this is really, really important. I think
Yeah,
this is your
I
biggest
need
weakness.
yeah, because this is like 4 or 5 times in this
Yeah.
single game. So I
Exactly.
really need to watch that one. Okay.
Yeah. 100%. Because again, when I'm watching your skill set, because you said you played a champion that had a strong lane, right? I think you said you played a control mage. Was that right?
Zoe.
Yeah, Zoe. Yeah, exactly. So you played a champ with a very strong lane, so it totally makes sense your skill set, right? Like you're really good at lane, and ironically, what did Zoe spam? You spam your R on Zoe, so it's like in a
Yeah.
weird way, like the Zoe skills have transferred to Ahri, like in a weird way. You know what I mean? It's like you're
Yeah.
laning for your elo range. Your laning on Ahri is like significantly better, but the again, like I said, it's like the R usage, your ability to move the plays, your TPs. This is what's holding you back, right? You're just not at the plays early enough, and you're
Yep.
burning too many Rs. That's like the biggest things I'm noticing so far.
Okay. And like another issue I struggle with was like
Hmm.
so on Zoe,
Mhm.
she's not a good side laner.
Yeah,
Right. I'm hunting for picks all the time.
yeah,
And maybe I get a side wave here or
mm,
there, but I'm not really side laning.
yeah,
So when I came to Ari, I feel like I overcompensate by
yeah,
side laning
yeah,
too much,
yeah.
and I end up getting caught deep in the side lane
Right.
far too often.
Yeah. So what I would say with that is there's two things, right? Number one is like dying inside is okay if you're pushing, right? So I say that's okay. But what I really want you to do is making sure that you're at the key plays later into the game, right? So really what I say is you want to side lane until 23 minutes in the game. Around this point,
Okay.
you want to ARAM. The reason being
Okay.
is that one death gives so much on the map.
Good to know. Okay.
So what I would do is just like side, get yourself strong. And typically once I have Malignant Lich Bane, I'm basically ARAM, right? For a very long
Okay.
time. And then you make a pick, then you go side. So you inverse it. You group first, make your pick, get your objective, go enter the side lane. around
That's
this
good to
minimum.
know because I was under this like false mindset that like A ramming too much was really bad.
Yeah, so
So I would
this
like actively try
beautiful.
to avoid it.
This time in the game is where air ramming is really bad.
Okay. That's really good to know.
This is where you want to be sidelining.
That is really good to know.
Okay, we just need to be here with our team. Yeah, so this is part of the problem. So in this situation, your team's making a play. Just be with your team here. You're an Ahri. You know, let's just fight.
Okay.
Utilize your mid game strength. You got Lich Bane and Leanness. You're really strong. Just be there for these major fights. Like even TP. I would even consider just TPing. Okay. Yeah, just TP and be here. Push. Play with your bot lane. Yeah, like probably what I would say is like once you push out this wave, I would just sprint bot. Play with your multi threat. Okay, things are getting a little bit chaotic here. Yeah, this is the point in the game where we're going to be just grouped up. We don't have R, so it's going to make these it's a little hard. But it looks like we still got it. This is where like the Lich Bane build really shines because you could still play like an ADC kind of. You know, this is what makes the build really strong with just the Lich Bane
Yep.
procs. Nice. Okay, that's your Abaddons. What I do really love about your gameplay is that you're keeping yourself strong at all times. I think that's really, really, really important. I really like that.
Yeah, so my very first this is only my second coaching session ever.
Right.
My first one
Right.
was with Shock, and that was one of his key pointers because I was holding too much
Mm,
gold too often.
I
And
see.
I would be holding like 3,000 gold
I
and
see.
not backing.
Right.
So like I've been trying to work on like
Right.
backing more, staying strong and like it's like spending my
Right.
gold when I have
Yeah,
stuff.
that makes a ton of sense. So this is a perfect window to kind of showcase why you want to group at this point in the game. Okay, so this is like 23 plus minutes. You have 3 items, right? So you're at your strongest 3 items already. This is your strongest spike here.
Okay.
So I want you to think about it like this: if you go side, you're gonna get more gold. But what do we need more gold for? Think of it like that. It's like, yeah, your
Yeah.
voice staff is good, but you're already on your core. Then the second thing is, let's say we kill them on mid. That's Baron, or that's even a game ender, right? Your team's sieging right now.
Yep.
So, like, I would say if you go side right now, let's say we paused it and this timer actually said 14 minutes, I'd be very happy with you entering side right now, right? Because the deaths don't matter here.
Yep.
Yeah, because I think your team's gonna die, and again, you're just not there with your team when your team's sieging.
Yeah. And I admittedly I will make mistakes like this pretty often.
Yeah. Yeah, again, it totally makes sense because with how strong your laning is, there must be something else that we need to work, that we need to put our energy and attention towards. Because,
Hmm.
like, I, I'll be honest, like your skill set is atypical for somebody your rank in a good way. You know what I mean? Like your
Yeah.
ability to keep yourself strong and your laning are just skills that people have not developed at this point. So you have the hard part down. We just need to work on like I wouldn't call it low hanging fruit, but I guess already specifics, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Nice. We'll use So I like at this point in the game, you could use your R charges to like gap close. Like I think that's totally fine
Uh-huh.
because you have enough damage without your R.
Yep.
Okay, I get Baron. Enter the side. I mean, this is the same thing. This is the same thing. I would probably just base here, back here. Let's go back. So after you get Baron base now, get your Magi's or your what's it called, Blighting Jewel for the Magic
Yep.
Pen, and just
Yep.
TP with your Shaco and just fight with him. Your all will be up by the time you guys start a fight.
Yeah, I have no idea why I didn't back here.
Mm,
This was probably just pure greed.
right. I mean, I'll be honest, it's not terrible because if you get a tier 2, that's a lot of gold. So like, I don't think it's bad. I definitely don't think it's bad. Like you're getting a lot of money. Just again, when I'm this strong as Ari, I like you don't need to accelerate your gold anymore. Like I just want to end the fucking game.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Just fight and end the game. Because I always say this: when Ari's strong, she's the most OP mid laner in the game. Like I don't think there's any
Yeah.
mid laner in the game stronger when they're fed because Ari's kit is not balanced to be able to one shot you. That's her trade off. She's not supposed to be able to kill you instantly. But when you're fed, you can just do that.
Yep.
what's happening here? Yeah, I mean, the reality is again, you're not synced up
Yep. And
to
then I
teams.
got caught here,
Yeah,
and I kind of panicked
there goes
because I
this
didn't want
dragon.
to. I had just purchased fucking Magi's, and I didn't want to lose my Magi's,
Right,
which I ended
right.
up losing anyways.
Yeah, and you might even lose soul, maybe. Hopefully not. Okay, we don't. Thankfully.
I think we got lucky because we were so far ahead, but if it was a more even game, like that probably
Right.
could have been punished significantly more.
Yeah, definitely. Get your last item. There we go. I think you probably know what I'm going to say about this one.
Yep. Yeah, I'm not synced up once again. Once
Yep.
again. Yeah.
Okay, well, he still ends. Nice. So,
So it's like some of the things you've pointed out got pointed out like 5 or 6 times. So like
it's
using R too much, the not syncing
yeah,
up.
because I just want to stress the point out because there's other things we can work on, right? And I do
Yep.
think your ability to gather resources, your laning is really good. So I think for
Yeah.
now, let's just really focus on RE specifics. So what I want you to focus on is not spamming R too much, right? Conservative with it, and also
Oh,
reviewing your first few Rs.
okay.
It's always really, really important to review your first Rs. Not using R for gap closing until mid game. And just in general, I want you to start like review our usage and improve our usage. Okay,
Oh, okay.
that's the first thing. I think the second thing I want you to work on is your ability to sync up with your team. Okay, so like we covered 23 plus minutes, just ARAM / use your Lich Bane lead, then side after play. Um, Otherwise, like if your team is fighting, like just be there, assuming you are fed. You know,
Okay.
and you've already done your side lane job, right?
Hmm.
At minutes like 12 to 23, right? I do want to stress, like keep doing that. Don't just completely drop the side. Make sure you're doing it at this
Yep.
timer in the game. Um, and then I think the last thing was TP usage, which is kind of hand in hand with these two things. It's just like hold your TP to be able to enter plays.
Okay.
I think those are the main things.
Okay.
Yeah, because yeah, you got a nice little fundamental like core here already. Do you have any questions or any quick
No, I
thoughts or
think
comments?
some of that's huge.
Mhm.
Some of that stuff I had known I was making mistakes on. Some of that I didn't.
Mm.
Um,
Okay.
so yeah,
Like
some of that
what
stuff is huge.
specifically?
So like for instance, I didn't know about TP usage. I
Mm.
didn't really know about the R gap closing.
Right.
But now looking at it, I can see that like almost every R, my first 2 dashes were just
Yeah.
gap close.
Yeah.
Um, I didn't really know about like the side lane windows and the ARAM windows.
Right.
I was kind of under this mindset that like too much ARAM is bad.
Right.
So like sometimes I would like actively avoid it, which
Mm.
is why I think I got caught in the side lane trying to side lane push when there was fights going on mid because I was like actively trying to like avoid too much
Yeah.
ARAM and then I'm just not
Yeah.
there for a fight.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because like, I'll show you my own gameplay. Once I have items, I'm literally just perma. Like this is even 17 minutes. I'm here. Once I have Lich Bane, when do I get Lich Bane? I think I get Lich Bane now. I just group right. Fuck top. I don't even go top.
Yeah.
Right. There's a top wave here. I'm not even there. I quickly go bot, and then I group again. I'm just around mid, get some kills. I'm still around mid. You know, I'm just like basically never side lane unless we're giving an objective. You know, like here team was dead, so we
Yeah.
give something. But yeah, like you see, like literally every single moment I'm ARAM'd at this point.
Yeah. And it's like hindsight is like there's quite a few games where like I've missed out on plays and the team has died and there's like WTFRs in the chat and
Yeah,
it's
right.
because I just am not there, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Cool. Great. Do you have anything else you want to ask or?
No, I appreciate it. I think
Okay.
next time I'm probably gonna try to find a vid where like I don't do so good in lane,
Yeah.
you know,
Right.
versus like a shittier matchup because
Yeah.
like I do great laning when I'm having a good lane.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes
Not so
sense.
much when I'm getting, you
Mm.
know, my ass whooped under tower.
Yeah,
So
right. Yeah, that'll be. I
uh
mean, the next time we do a review, you could bring in 2 or 3 laning, and we could just study up on your lanes, right? Whatever you feel like you
yeah,
want to work on, definitely.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay, awesome, dude. Well, again,
All
if you
right,
have
I
questions,
appreciate
shoot me
it.
a message and I'll be around. Okay.
Okay, sounds good. And are you gonna shoot me this note in a message?
I already did.
Oh, okay.
And
I
this
got it
one
right
will
here.
also be
Okay,
uploaded. Again, if you don't mind, I'll probably pop this one on YouTube because I think a lot of people could learn from this one. So
sure, absolutely.
awesome, man. Thank you.
Cool. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.